Hi, welcome to another video. So, you've probably seen my short about Kilo Cloud Agents. If you haven't, I'll recommend you to check it out as they are quite useful and bite-sized. The idea is simple. Instead of running AI coding agents locally and destroying your laptop's battery and fans, you run them in the cloud. Pick a repo, start coding, and your machine stays cool. But here's the thing. Cloud agents on their own are still a pull model. You have to go to the dashboard, start a session, and then work. Which is fine, but what if the agent could just start working automatically when something happens in your development workflow? That's exactly what Kilo just added with Webhook Triggers. And this changes everything. So, let me show you what this is and why it matters. At their core, Webhook Triggers are HTTP endpoints that automatically spin up Cloud Agent sessions. You configure a trigger with your environment profile, which includes your environment variables, secrets, and setup commands. Then, you give it a prompt template that can dynamically reference whatever data comes in through the webhook. When an external system hits your webhook URL, Kilo clones your repo, spins up a cloud agent, and starts executing based on your template. No manual intervention, no dashboard. It just works. This is the shift from AI as a tool you use to AI as a teammate that's always working in the background. Your Sentry fires an error? An agent starts investigating. A linear ticket gets created? An agent picks it up. Someone tags an issue in GitHub? Agents on it. Now let me show you how to actually set this up. You manage your webhooks through the Kilo dashboard at app.kilo.ai/cloud/webhooks. If you're using a personal account, webhook sessions run in your existing Cloud Agent container. You can actually watch them execute in real time, which is pretty cool. For organizations, it's a bit different. Webhook sessions run in dedicated compute as a bot user. Once they're done, the sessions are available to share or fork, so your team can review what the agent did and build on it. To create a webhook, you first need an agent environment profile. This is basically the same environment config you'd use for regular cloud agents. Your repo, your NV vars, any secrets your project needs, and optionally some startup commands. Then you create the webhook itself. You give it a name, select your environment profile, and write your prompt template. The template is where things get interesting. See, webhook prompts support dynamic placeholders. You can use double curly brace body to inject the raw request body. Double curly brace body, JSON, lets you access structured JSON data from the payload. And double curly brace headers gives you access to the incoming request headers. So if you're hooking this up to GitHub, you could write a prompt like, analyze the issue described in double curly brace body, JSON.issue.body, and suggest a fix. When GitHub fires the webhook, Kilo injects the actual issue content right into your prompt. Once you save the webhook, you get a URL copy that paste it into whatever system you want to trigger from, and you're done. That's it. Now let me talk about what you can actually build with this. The obvious one is GitHub integration. Set up a webhook that fires when new issues come in. The agent can triage them, check if they have enough detail, add labels, or even start investigating a fix. This is something that used to require dedicated tooling or hours of manual work. You can also hook this into Sentry or any error monitoring tool. When an exception gets logged, fire a webhook. The agent gets the stack trace, analyzes it, and either opens an issue with context or starts working on a fix directly. That's pretty amazing for incident response. For teams using Linear or Jira, You can trigger agents when new tasks are created. The agent can look at the task description, check the code base for relevant files, and either start implementing or provide an initial analysis that helps whoever picks up the task. You could even build internal tools. Have a Slack bot that accepts commands and forwards them to Kilo via Webhook. Now, anyone in your company can trigger coding tasks without needing access to the dashboard or understanding how cloud agents work. Now, there are some things to keep in mind. First, webhooks are designed for low-volume, trusted source invocations. These aren't meant to replace your CI system. You're not going to fire a webhook on every commit. That's not what this is for. This is for the intelligent, context-aware work that CI can't do. The stuff that benefits from having a full agent environment thinking about your code base. Second, you need to be careful about what systems you connect. Since these triggers can kick off agents that modify your code, you want to make sure only trusted sources can hit your webhook URLs. Don't just share them publicly. Third, this is currently in beta. Kilo is actively developing it, so expect things to change and improve. If you're building something cool with it, they actually want to hear about it. You can share what you're building in their Discord in the Cloud Agents channel. Now, if you compare this to something like Warp's Oz, which I covered in a previous video, you'll see some similarities. Both are doing the cloud agent thing. Both support triggers from external systems. But Kilo has the advantage of being deeply integrated with the Kilo ecosystem. If you're already using Kilo code in VS Code or the CLI, this is a natural extension. Your environment profiles, your model selections, your custom configurations, they all carry over. You're not setting up a whole new system. You're just adding another way to trigger the agents you're already using. And with Kilo's model flexibility, you can pick exactly which model runs your webhook triggered tasks. Want to use a cheaper model for simple triage? Go for it. Need Opus for complex code analysis? Set it up. That kind of control matters when you're running agents automatically. The pricing is also worth mentioning. Right now, Cloud Agent Compute is free during this launch period. You still use Kilo credits for AI reasoning, same as in the IDE and CLI. But the actual cloud compute doesn't cost extra. That's a pretty good deal if you want to experiment with webhooks. I think this is where AI coding tools should be heading. We're moving from manually invoking AI assistants to having AI work continuously in the background. And when you want that, you need proper event-driven architecture. Webhooks are the foundation for that. The fact that Kilo is making this accessible and integrating it tightly with their existing tools is great. You don't need to be a DevOps expert to set this up. Configure an environment, write a prompt template, get a URL, and connect it. That's it. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, share your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. You can also donate via Super Thanks option or join the channel as well and get some perks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.